Hi, welcome to this mastery session. Today's session, I'm going to talk about the importance of the book because this is a common topic that you have heard before. But there is some curiosity, there is some creativity, and there is some longevity in reading books. I am not here to tell the academic books where you as a student will be reading on day-to-day basis. I am here to tell the extra learnings that you put as a child so that you can improve your productivity and double your impact to the world, in turn reaching as a great leader for the future. When it comes to books, the format of books have been into different layers. Maybe it could be ebooks or the normal old school books, but I always prefer old school books only because of the reason that if I go and pick up an online book, the algorithm will show me the books of similar kind. But if I can walk to an old bookstore near me, I could find the books on various topics. The lights on the books showcases the topics that are vast in today's world, so that I get a hands-on experience on what the different topics means to me. For example, a month before I was traveling to a bookstore which is very near to my home place, and I could easily find the books on leadership, even though I was not looking for the book on the particular topic. I was looking for a book on self-development, particularly non-fiction, but I happened to see various other books. So the point I like to illustrate in this particular video is that when you start consuming books through your old bookstore, you get to know what are the areas that were not under the scope. Recently I heard a talk of Mukesh Ambani where he talks about the importance of the books. He conveyed as if like he reads books on multiple topics like Bitcoin, like the technology, non-fiction and much more.
I read non-fiction, so I read 5 or 6 things at one time.
मैं बहुत पढ़ता हूँ
I read a lot of technical stuff, so I'm reading gene editing, CRISPR, blockchain on the technical side. I read non-fiction, so I read 5 or 6 things at one time. So then in non-fiction, I'm reading, there's a great book that's come on Leonardo da Vinci.
By Walter Isaacson.
By Isaacson. He's my favorite author, so I read everything that he is. And then I'm just finished Dan Brown's Origins. So I like him as... I read fiction,
so you read
non-fiction
fiction also?
and technical all at the same time.
मैं बहुत पढ़ता हूँ
So then in non-fiction, I'm reading, there's a great book that's come on.
The point I like to convey you is that start consuming the books in a greater manner from an old bookstore so that you get to know what are the different areas that you wanted to consume. You get to know what are the different aspects to life. You get to know what is the betterment that's for you in the particular book. When you start consuming the books as a student, you will feel that you are getting elevated to the next level. You will feel that you are getting out of your normal average zones and you are moving into the top 1%. And make it a point that when you start consuming particular books and when you make it as a routine in your life, you feel much productive than others. You feel much ahead than the others. And in short, you as a student gets in the fast track than the others in this fast-paced era. So in fact, this is a very short video that I'd like to illustrate on the importance of reading books. As a student, it will be hard for you to stretch your time into extra learning. But when you start the process of extra learning through this self-development or the books that you love to read, you automatically elevate your journey to a next level. When you are making it in silence, you enhance the creativity within you. When you are making the book in silence, you enhance the discipline within you. When you make it in silence, you enhance the future within you. Start reading the process of books. Take spending 45 minutes every day, probably in the night, of having a book near your bed. And start the process in a great manner. Initially, you will be feeling it a bit hectic task as you cannot memorize what you have been reading. But it doesn't matter. As time passes by, as days passes by, you will feel that it is a process that's elevating you to the next level. It's a process that's making you on the higher ladders of success. So start the process and see immense results unfolding for you. If you are a parent who is hearing me, just make it a point that books are the biggest currency for your children. If your child asks you that they wanted something out, make them in a feeling of completing the particular set of books that you have purchased for them, and automatically they'll fall into the cycle of of being great readers for the future. Thereby, they see a vision for the future. And lastly, you sit in the proud seats of great parent. And if you're a student who is hearing me, if you have been into the normal tracks as if like not using your school libraries very well, start the process of using your school libraries. Go to the library and spend some time over the library in selecting your desired topic through books, and set a particular target in which you are going to complete the particular book, so that you get elevated to the higher levels of success gradually. Because success is a process that's boring. When you do day in and day out, it keeps the fuel pumping to the higher levels. So that's all about this video. If you like this video and if you feel that your friends or family members could benefit out of this particular video, just share this video and discuss on what are the books that you'd love to read for the future. In short, you will develop a vision for the future as a great student. Wishing you the best and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.